Look at the quality of this video that I made using Notebook. It's about Christmas traditions.
And this right here perfectly illustrates the completely bizarre evolution of mince pies.
Or what about this one on the role of multimodality in education?
Surviving and thriving today requires mastering 3 critical skill sets: information and communication, thinking and problem solving.
There are 3 key things you need to understand. First of all, the sources. What information are you giving to Notebook to generate the video? B, the instructions. Are you being clear about how it's going to look visually and exactly what you want the video to deal with? And C, once you've made the video, how you're going to share it. In this video, I'm going to cover everything. You're going to learn to make really high quality videos on any topic and in the free tool. Let's get started. So you will need a Google account. Come over once you've got your Google account to your apps, click here and you should find your Notebook. It could be anywhere, of course. I've got mine here at the top. I'm going to click on it. And the first thing we're going to do, of course, is to create a new notebook. So we're going to click here. And the first thing you need to think about is where is the information coming from that's going to generate the video. And you've basically got 2 ways of working now. So we're going to make a video about the creation of the Eiffel Tower, how it was created, why it was created, etc. And I might have some PDF files or some websites or some YouTube videos or perhaps even some text that I want to share and use that information to make the video. And if I wanted to upload files, I would click here. If I wanted to share some videos that I already know about on YouTube that I want to base my video on, I could do that. I could copy text, etc. Now you can have up to 50 different sources of information, but that would be crazy for a video because it would take hours to process all that information and make the video. You normally just got 1 or 2 or 3 sources of information, and from that you're going to generate the video. But what about if you haven't got any sources? Where could you get your sources from? Well, actually now Notebook offers you the option at the top here to write in what you're looking for. So I've written in here history of the Eiffel Tower. I'm going to do fast research because a deep research will give me 30, 40 returns. Don't want that much information. So I'm going to do a fast search on the web and I click here, and this way it will generate for me a list of interesting sources. Now that doesn't mean to say I have to use the sources, but it's simply showing me the options. Remember, I don't have to use these sources, but what I have to do is click on this button here, view, and then I can see all the sources that have been included. And I want to deselect that first. And probably the best thing to do is to have a quick look and decide, well, is this a source that's interesting? Do I want to use it? And you can do that by just clicking here and it will open up whatever website that is. And you can see whether this is a source that you want to use. For example, this is some sort of timeline. So that looks probably quite interesting. And of course I could click on it. Now, of course, in reality, you want to check those sources to make sure that the information is exactly what you want and is verifiable. But you would carry on like this and just check the sources out and decide what things you want to use and what things you don't want to use. So I've now checked through these sources. Remember, you click here on the little arrow to check the sources, and I'm going to choose this one, and then there's another one down here, these 2. Okay, so I'm going to click on them and choose the option with the tick and now click import. So those are the ones that I'm actually bringing into Notebook. Now it's time to make the video. Okay, remember, if you're finding the video useful, please click on the like button because it massively helps me. It's super important to check your sources to make sure that you're using the right information to generate the video. Remember, this is a big advantage of using Notebook because you are controlling the sources. It's not as if it's working like ChatGPT or Gemini, which is obviously working from a network of masses of information and you don't know where that information is coming from. When you're using Notebook, you control the sources. So make sure you check them out. And if you upload PDF files or videos, make sure that you're using sources that you like. What we're going to do now is to generate the video. And there are a few key things that you must remember. Now, the first thing to remember is even if your sources were in English or are in English, you could still generate the output in a different language. So if you come up to the settings here, you could, for example, output language, completely choose a different option rather than English. So currently I've got mine set to English, but you could set the language to generate the output in a different language. That's really, really important. Now, another thing is to make this video, obviously I've got this content here selected. I've brought in 4 sources, but you may decide that when you actually go to make your video, you only want to use 1 source. So you can actually turn off and control the sources that you're going to use for the video. And you'll see here, it shows you how many sources you're using. So I'm going to use all 4 sources and I'm going to click on video. Now, when you click on video, this is really important. Do not click here. Make sure you click on this little bit here. It's like little arrow. Click on that because you want to open it. And here is where you're going to control the settings that will influence how the video looks, the contents of the video, as well as the level. So let's just go through a few key things. First of all, we'll go for explainer. Notice we've got English as the chosen language, but we want to click on this button here, custom. Click on that and then scroll down, and you've got 2 really important boxes. And I did actually make a mistake earlier on when I was making another video on this topic. Here is the part where you describe the visual look and feel. And I'm going to write in some information here. And here is where you describe the content, what you hope the video will cover. So let me just fill these 2 parts in for you. So let's focus on the requirements. I want the video to have an adult feel using photorealistic images. I want the background to be dark blue with clear white text. The video should be very visual with minimal text. And then here, I want the video to focus on the historical facts behind the decision to create the tower and the actual building of it. Now, just one tip, if you're a language teacher, you can specify as well the level of the video. So you could say this will be for adult language learners of B1 level of English or B2 level of French, etc. And that you should do in the second box where you're explaining the content. And now I'm going to click on the generate. Now, of course, there's lots of other content that we could generate as well. We can generate slide decks and mind maps and etc. And keep in mind that the same idea, if you want to produce any other content and you can produce all of these things, then you again want to be very specific about what you're asking for. You can see the videos being created now, and it's just a question of waiting until the video is ready. Okay, I hope you're finding the video useful, and if you are, please click on the like button. I'm going to show in a minute what the result was and then how to share that video, plus a couple of real important little settings that you might not know about. But one thing, I have made a video about using Notebook to generate fantastic PowerPoint slides, and it is a bit special because there are some specific things about the slides, and if you want to learn about making slides using Notebook, then watch the video that's on the screen now. Let's get back then and take a look at the results from the video that we've created. Okay, so the video's ready. There it is on the right hand side. Just to point out as well, you've got 3 little buttons here on the side, 3 little dots, and this is where you can share, rename the video, download it. Very important to realize you can download this video onto your computer, and you can even view the prompt that you used, which can be very useful. If you like the prompt, then of course you can use it again. Now let's look at the video itself. So if we click here, and when you click on it, what you can do is click on this button here and go full screen. Now, I've already had a quick look through this video and it is fabulous. So we got obviously this introduction. Let's just flick through just so you get a bit of an idea of the quality of some of the imagery in the video. So look at this here, for example. If I just click in, we can listen a little bit.
he was already a huge deal in bridge engineering at the time, it was truly a team effort.
Let's flick on another and look at another part. Again, look at the visuals on the screen. I really like what I'm seeing. It's not all like this. Sometimes it's text, but you can see that visually it looks superb. And here's another part of the video. And again, let's just play it a little bit.
Major engineering puzzle Eiffel's team just couldn't solve alone.
Okay, last and really important thing then is, how do we share the video? We've already seen that you can download the video, but you can also share it. If you want to get back, once you've kind of opened up the video like this, remember this is where you click to go full screen, but you just click here on the studio to come back to sort of like the opening. And of course, if you've made any other content, audio overview or slide deck, flashcards, then those will also be here. Remember, if we clicked here, we have quite a few options, and one of them is to download the video. So let's just click on that and actually download that video. You can see it being downloaded. That is an if I remember, it's an MPEG-4 video. There it is. I can see it. Yeah. And if I click on MP4 video, and if I click on that, look at the quality. You'll see it's absolutely superb.
And boom, that iconic.
Now, another really important thing to understand, I want you to click on this button here, and I'm going to click on the button that says share. And what I want you to realize is that underneath here, notice it says restricted. I want you to click on that, and you can set it as public or anyone with the link. That will also work. Click on save. This is rather strange. The window will close down. It's a bit annoying this. Go back again to the share button and now copy that link. Now, that will mean that anyone with that link will be able to view the video. So if I now log in and just use that link, so I'm not going to log into my Google account, I'm just going to open up another browser, because I want to point out you do not need a Gmail account to view the video. Okay, so if I now click and paste that link in, it's a very long link, and press enter, there it is. There is the video. Notice I don't need to link it, log in or anything like that, and I can actually just click on this button and play that video. So you can share the video very easily, and your students do not need to have a Gmail account, but it is important, of course, that you set it to anyone can access, or to anyone with the link can access. I hope that video was useful. If it was, then please click on the like button. Please think about subscribing to the channel. Generally, I make videos for language teachers and language learners. I specify in that area of education. This video was a bit more general. But if you are a language teacher, then you might be interested, or a language learner, signing up to my newsletter. We've got about 12,000 subscribers. I'll put the QR codes to the newsletter on the screen, and I'll update you with all the new videos on YouTube. But we also run a number of webinars each year, often they're free, as well as some mini courses all about the use of technology in language teaching and language learning. Last of all, I will leave a great video about using Google Gemini and language learning that you might find very interesting. I'll leave that on the screen now. And again, if you're a language teacher or a language student, you're going to find that very useful. Thank you very much.